Hi Gemini, welcome to your monthly reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is a general reading, so it won't resonate with all of you, but take from it whatever will serve you best, and don't forget to check your other placements. Okay, Gemini, let's take a look at what the overall energy is for this month. What's the overall energy for Geminis? Overall energy for Geminis, Hierophant. Anything else about the overall energy? The Star. So some lessons that are going to be learned. And a renewal of some kind. Okay. We have our Three of Wands, our Five of Wands, our Hierophant, and our Star. So looking at these together, dear Gemini, this month is going to bring some conflict. I think some of you are going to be trying to figure out competing priorities in your life. Some of you are going to be faced with some challenges, especially when it comes to figuring out where you want to go and where you want to be in your long-term future. So some kind of deep questions to do with your personal growth at the moment. Some of you might be, fighting a lot of outside pressures and expectations from other people, demanding your time, demanding your energy, in a way that is obscuring your own desires. And so there's going to be some, hard lessons that are going to be learned this month for you, Gemini. The Hierophant is here as our great teacher. And again, this kind of goes back to, I think there's a sense of wanting to not conform to other people's expectations, right? The Hierophant is often to do with, tradition, passing down knowledge, learning from others, being mentored. But there could be a sense right now that you really want to be carving out your own path forward, and that maybe the things that you're being taught are not aligning with your own vision of what you want your future to look like. So out of all of this for this month is, let's not forget our beautiful star here. There will be a sense of renewal after going through these sort of tensions in the air. That can be, again, with other people, or even just within yourself. Like you could have all these expectations for yourself that, when you think about it, have really been conditioned in you, that have ultimately come from other sources, like your parents or your peers or society at large, right? So there's a lot of that going on in terms of the conflict, but that will lead to a sense of renewal once you've passed through that, once you are able to really look at what the problem is, look at what is not sitting right with you. It's going to ultimately lead to more clarity for where you want to go next and the next steps that you want to take. So lessons and renewal are kind of the themes for you this month, Gemini. Let's take a look at the block. What's the block going to be for Geminis? Ten of Pentacles. Anything else? I mean, I can pretty much stop it. The block is, you know, it's going to be this scarcity mindset that you have. Because again, as you try to confront going against the grain or thinking about forging your own path forward, taking everything you have learned, but then applying it in your own way and not just sticking to what everyone else has always done, or what everyone thinks you should do, there is going to be, you know, very understandably, a sense of fear and insecurity when it comes to like, okay, I'm just gonna go and, you know, do my own thing. Like, what about this? What about that? Like, how am I gonna, you know, I have a sense like in the context of the professional life, I feel like this is especially true, right? I think some of you might be thinking about, you know, maybe quitting your job or changing your job or just moving on in some way, transitioning in some way. And this is where that like kind of conflict is coming up, right? Because you're feeling like, on the one hand, you're feeling maybe a little bit trapped, a little bit cornered into the choice that you found yourself having, the choices you found yourself having to make from the past. And all of a sudden you're kind of like, wait, is this actually where what I want? Is this how I pictured it? So there's a sense of wanting to break through that, but then along with that comes, of course, the fear of the unknown, especially when it comes to, like, for those of you who are thinking about going solo in some way, or like, you know, starting your own business, starting your own practice, really just, again, saying goodbye to the structures or the institutions or the organizations that maybe you've been a part of for a long time and have given you the stability, given you the direction, right? There is going to be, just on a very real level, the sense of like, how am I going to make money? Like, how am I going to survive? So the block is really going to be this belief that you're not going to be able to do it, that you're not going to be able to survive, that you're not going to be able to figure it out, that you are going to be in a place of lack, that you won't be able to, you know, generate your own abundance and wealth. And so let's take a look at what you need to focus on, Geminis. What do you need to focus on, or what is the advice? I like what I peeked there, right? Keeping with the Pentacles theme, that's your solution, is finding balance, but also just finding perspective, like keeping everything in perspective, right? That knowing that even if you do go through a period of hardship or a period of, you know, quote unquote, less abundance, that the pendulum is going to swing the other way, that you are going to be riding out the waves. What you need to focus on, Geminis, is riding out the waves. Ride out the emotional waves that are going on, right? Don't just ignore it. Don't just try to push it away. Really try to face it. And then ride out the external conflicts as well. Ride out the hard moments as you embark on your next journey, or as you make this big choice or this big transition. It is not going to be smooth sailing. It just isn't. But there's going to be ups and downs. But ultimately, you're going to be okay. You are going to be able to hold it all together. But that is going to require you to, again, going back to the priorities, to really stay true to what it is that you want to pursue, what you want to prioritize, so that you're not taking on all the things or all the burdens that ultimately don't serve you, right? You're just holding and juggling the things that do matter to you. And the things that do matter to you, you will find a way to make it all harmonious, right? I love seeing this water imagery in both these cards too, right? That yes, we will ride through stormy periods. Things will get a little bit crazy and obviously stressful, but there's also this beautiful dance that can happen when you are intentional about the things that you want to be holding and juggling in your life, and that eventually the waters will still, you will find equilibrium, and you will also, the star is also here to remind you that you can always dip into this well of abundance, because we were talking about this fear, right? The fear of lack, the fear of scarcity. But the star is here to remind you that there is, again, an unlimited source within you of potential, of creativity, of resourcefulness, of inventiveness, and you are going to be dipping into that, and making sure that it stays full, right? With, again, not having too much on your plate, doing the things that you want to be doing essentially, and doing the things that aren't going to be sapping your energy. All of that will create this beautiful, again, this beautiful amalgamation of just energy, productive, positive, optimistic, and busy, but like busy in a good way, busy in a way that keeps you full, that keeps you motivated, right? Versus being inundated with all these current stressors and agitators that you just don't want to have anything to do with. There's such a difference between, running around doing a million things for other people or because of other people, versus doing all of that for yourself, for the things that you believe in. All right, Gemini, so quick recap. Theme of the month, overall energy is, looking at your priorities, learning some hard lessons about what you want, and finding renewal in the things that you want. And then, riding the waves, riding through the challenges, and not letting the self-limiting beliefs and scarcity mindset to block your way forward. Okay, Gemini, I hope you have an amazing month, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.